George's on Vista is the local bistro at Fraser Rise in Caroline Springs, situated at the George Cross Soccer Club at City Vista Reserve. You can now get takeaway Thursday, Friday and Saturday nights between 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Phone your order through on 7021 0555 between those times, or you can pre-order your meals by emailing info@georgesonvista.com.au. But orders must be received by 5 p.m. on the day required. With Father's Day coming up, why not treat Dad this Father's Day to a George's on Vista lunch? Choose from our Father's Day menu, our combo packs or our specials. All are listed on our website, georgesonvista.com.au. Meals are to be ordered by 5 p.m. Saturday, September 5, with pickup between 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Father's Day. No orders will be taken on the day. Email your orders to info@georgesonvista.com.au and please include your name and phone number. Get behind local business and order your next takeaway dinner from George's on Vista, 46 City Vista Court, Fraser Rise, in the heart of Caroline Springs.
Good evening and a very warm welcome to you wherever you may be. Welcome one and all to episode 39 of the Football Out West show. It's going to be an absolute brilliant one tonight, absolute fantastic one. We're all looking forward to this. Cannot wait. This is going to be a really good one, and it's got a special Croatian Blockbuster flavour in our Hopheads quiz tonight. It's going to be a good one, and I'm going to be joined now by my co-hosts. Gentlemen, it's great to see you all. How are we all?
Very good, Tonch. Good evening, Steve. How are we both?
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Craig and Tonchi. Excited to be here tonight for this big derby match. It's going to be a ripper. There's a big audience tuning in already. Hello and thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing your comments in the right-hand side there. We'll do our best to read them out, and we hope you enjoy a good evening of entertainment as we get ready to wind down into the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is that beanie that you're wearing?
So I've actually just received this one in the mail today. It's the corner flag, and you can get these online for $25, which includes postage from armadura.com.au, and the proceeds go to Canteen Australia to support young people living with cancer in Australia. So it's a good cause. So you might have seen them on Twitter or Facebook. Yeah. They're hot items at the moment. They might have just about sold out already. So get in quick and don't miss out and get your beanie.
It's with our good friend Chris Gleeson, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes. From the old NPL coach commentating days.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to Chris. And he's doing a great job there with the TCF. Craig, how are you, my friend? How's things going with you?
Yeah, very good, Tonch. I was just amazed then when you said the introduction, episode 39. We were only doing 5, and then we were going to call it a day. But we're on. We're coming up to 40 and 10 away from. By the end of the quiz, we'll be closer to 50 than we ever were. So no, I'm very well, thank you. Looking forward to this one tonight. It'll be if we talk about David and Goliath, we really have got two polar opposites, haven't we? We've got an MPL powerhouse or Australian powerhouse team in Melbourne Knights coming up against the Gospic Bears from St. Albans. So, really looking forward to this one. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of banter between the two Croatian clubs behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Steve, your take on tonight?
Oh, it's exciting. It's been a mouth-watering clash that we've been looking forward to since the night where we drew the teams out of the hat. And we can guarantee that there was no frozen ball here. This was a legitimate draw, but it did turn out to be a fantastic Croatian derby. And we're looking forward to seeing how the former two-time Australian champs go against the Gospic Bears, who were only founded in 2004.
Well, there you go. Well, let's quickly go through the the games that we've had so far. And there on screen, we've got all the fixtures that we've played so far. Sebastopol Vikings winning on opening day 6-3. Seems like it was just so long ago that we had that first game. Hoppers crossing, lowering their colours to another Croatian community-backed club, and that was North Geelong, 9-5. St. Albans Saints have also progressed through to the next round. Another Croatian community-backed club. That was a low-scoring affair, very close one, 5-3 over Meadow Park. In the highest scoring game, look at that. Brimbank Stallions came romped home with an 11-8 win over Collingwood City. Both those teams did very, very well in the multiple choice. Well, not the multiple choice. It was the Who Am I's. Did exceptionally well. And then on Monday, Barwon Soccer Club defeated George Cross in what was the lowest scoring tie so far, 3-2. So tonight it's going to be a case of who will join those 5 teams, and then we've still got Altona Magic against Yarraville Glory, and last but certainly not least, Corio taking on Sunbury United. So should be lots of should be very interesting, no doubt. And gents, really looking forward to tonight. But before that happens, guys, we've got the news desk, and we've also got a little special guest as well from our sponsors from George Cross Soccer Club. So I'll let you guys step away for a short while whilst we and organise yourselves for the news desk coming up very, very shortly. So don't go away, folks. News desk is coming up very, very shortly.
Good evening. It's Thursday, the 3rd of September 2020, and we'll start tonight with news that Melbourne City has announced the departure of head coach Eric Momberts after a 1-year stint at the helm of City, where he steered the club to its first ever A-League Grand Final and AFC Champions League qualification. And the news coming in following that is that assistant coach Patrick Kisnorbo has been promoted to fill the lead role at City for next season. And in other club news from the team out at Bundoora there, City have also lost Nathaniel Atkinson, who has made the move across the Nullarbor to Perth Glory. And moving along, Western Suburbs raised right back Ivan Franjic has made the move back this way across the Nullarbor from the Glory to the A-League's newest club, MacArthur. He joins Adam Federici, Denny Jonro, Tommy Orr, Mark Milligan, Matt Derbyshire, Milislav Popovic, who've all already signed for the Bulls.
Yeah, just going back, sorry, Steve, just going back there to the announcement of Nathaniel Atkinson going to Perth. That's a good signing for Perth. That's obviously a ready-made replacement for Ivan Franjic, who's, as you said, gone off to MacArthur. So best of luck to Nathaniel. I thought he's done very well at Melbourne City. He's only a young kid and certainly looks to be a player. So best of luck to him going over to the Glory.
Yeah, I'd second those thoughts as well, Craig. And speaking of Western Australia, West Australia's famed ECU Joondalup has become the first NPL club from the state to abolish junior fees entirely. Juniors playing at the club's academy will now only have to pay for their football kits, with clubs abolishing registration fees to attract a broader talent pool into the state's football pathways. The cost of registration fees at NPL clubs across Australia have been a notorious issue among the football community, with some parents forced to pay thousands of dollars each year for their child to play football. Football's ground-up funding model, which relies heavily on registration fees at the junior level to fund organised upper levels of the game, have been heavily under scrutiny since FFA's new CEO, James Johnson, came into the role. So exciting news there, and it could pave the way for other clubs to do the same. It would be exciting to see more opportunities for more people to participate in the highest level of football at the in the juniors.
Oh, watch the comment section go absolutely bonkers now. This could open up a right can of worms, Steve. Quite rightly so as well. We know that in some cases the fees are very high. But as we've spoken about on a number of occasions, and Josip Skoko has come out and said publicly that you look at what clubs are paying, and I think at North Geelong is $1,750 a year. What they actually get for $1,750 is good value when you take into consideration the kit that they have to pay for, the facility upkeep, the coaches' payments, etc., etc. So, it's a big step. It'll be really interesting to see how that transpires throughout the rest of Australia, I think.
What are your thoughts, Craig? Will that mean that because of something like that, they'll have to shave costs and obviously they're going to have to keep costs down, otherwise the club itself will have to bear the brunt of that? Will that lead to maybe lesser poorer quality coaches who are going to be cheaper being hired at the expense of better quality coaches who might be asking for a little bit more money?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good question, Tonch, and we don't know because we don't know obviously the behind the scenes thing there. But it's a very brave move.
Very brave.
Considering the environment that we find ourselves in at the moment. So I suppose we'll find out that in due course. But it'll certainly get tongues wagging throughout the football fraternity of I suppose watch this space to see if anybody else jumps on the bandwagon.
Steve, what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, it's exciting. And I think if it's feasible, it's something that would be good to see just for the point of view of having more players being able to access the game, particularly families from migrant backgrounds, from difficult backgrounds, or families with a large number of children that all want to play football. So, it's exciting, and we don't know what's going to happen, but good on Joondalup for trying something different.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. What else is happening,
Very
Steve?
good. Back in Victoria, Pascoe Vale have announced it will be creating a new synthetic pitch at Hoskin Reserve with a $500,000 government grant, and there is an image relating to that on your screen now. And the club would like to thank the Moreland City Council for their involvement in making this happen. So, a bit of excitement with the facility upgrade for Pascoe Vale. In what is otherwise a pretty quiet news day, was there anything else that we needed to add to the news desk tonight that we didn't fit in our preamble before we went on air tonight?
Yeah, look, I'd like to bring something on as well, and that was something that was tweeted earlier today by the FFA and FFA and the PFA together have teamed up to deliver an online C license course for the Brisbane Roar players. The quarantined Brisbane Roar players, so obviously the players who, after getting bundled out of the A-League finals, now find themselves in 14-day quarantine in Queensland. Unlike the AFL, the AFL, they're going on holiday.
They could do what they want.
Oh, isn't that sucks? I'll openly say that, but that's another story altogether, another issue altogether. But this is a positive, gents, because this is something that we've been talking about, and I know of a previous guest, Ivan Jolich, who came on and said we need to get with the times. We need to start offering online courses and things like that. Craig, you in particular, you've done your online C course, or you've done your C course, not your online course. This is something that will certainly, in this day and age, make things a lot more accessible. I don't know about affordability. You'd think that you don't have to hire venues, you don't have to hire instructors and put them up on hotels. It would be cheaper. Step in the right direction, mate? Or what do you think?
Yeah, no, I think so, Steve. Tom, sorry. Look, I'm halfway through having to do my B again. Did it back in the UK, but of course it's lapsed, so I've got to do that whole process again. So I've done part one. I'm waiting to do part two, which was supposed to be in June, end of June, I think. But that's now been put back to next year. So, excuse me, for me, there's no reason why a lot of it can't be done on as like a Zoom platform or whatever the case may be. Regarding cost, of course, it's going to cut down a lot of cost. There's not going to be as many coaches needed, the facilities that you're not going to need, room hire, etc., etc. So I think it's again a step in the right direction. If they can nail this one and it works, then there's no reason why this can't happen. And there could be more of them, can't you? There can be more courses out there that are available for people that want them. One of the big issues is there's not enough courses. They're spread out. So I think there's only one B license throughout Victoria a year. Well, there's a lot of coaches in Victoria that want to get on that career path. So by doing it this way, it gives them an opportunity to jump on board.
Yeah, and as I mentioned in the tweet, it actually says it's being almost done as a trial run. So if it is successful, it's going to be rolled out. But Steve, yeah, definitely, things seem to be moving in the right direction at FFA. Appointment of Trevor Morgan as the new technical director with Ron Smith as his technical consultant. The 11 principles that James Johnson released not that long ago. Things slowly seem to be behind the scenes being put into place for finally things to be heading in the right direction.
Yeah, you could almost argue that this is happening actually at a rate of knots now, because there's a number of these things that we've talked about being implemented that are all happening at one time. But just on that coaches education thing, I think that's very useful. The other point that we didn't touch on maybe as much is that Australia is a big country, and a lot of people outside of the major capital cities want access to be able to do these coaching courses, and it's a long distance to get to the courses. So this is prime opportunity to explore this in the future. And I think that's one thing that we need. Like, football is very capital city centric in our states. And if we can get better coaches in all throughout the regions, it will help produce better talent for our national teams, whether that be junior, senior, men's or women's.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, gents, people are itching for the quiz, and no one more than Michael Ong, who has been a past participant on one of our quizzes, but not in the actual Hopheads Football IQ quiz. I love your little retort there, Craig. You get half the answers, half the questions wrong anyway, Michael. So we'll have to see if you and So we'll look, guys. You guys get ready.
Sorry, Tonch, we're actually going to put him under pressure in a couple of weeks' time, aren't we? So
yes. Oh, yeah. Shall we mention that? Or
yeah, we can do. Yeah, Michael. We've Michael, our resident comment guru, who we're going to put him under pressure, and we've asked him to come up with the 20 questions for round one of quarterfinals. So the pressure's on him. He has come back and said, "Can I make him really hard so we only have a 1-0?" So we'll see what he comes back with, but the pressure's on him to get some good questions then.
Can we have a round of applause with that one? I think that's a great little announcement that Michael Long is coming on board as one of the co-quiz masters, if you like, or quiz writers.
All right, we'll give him one of them.
Cheerio to Michael. Good on him. Well done, gents. I'll let you step away from the microphone, get in readiness for the quiz. But before we do that, we are actually going to have a little bit of a special guest with Father's Day literally just around the corner. We're going to have someone talk about the Father's Day menu at Georgie's on Vista.
The best beer store in the West, with 2 stores at Shop 2, number 13 Adelphi Boulevard, Point Cook, and 78 Pierce Street, Altona. Hopheads offers one of the widest selection of local and international craft beer in Victoria. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at HopheadsAU. Hopheads, we're here for beer.
Daisy, we've had a little bit of a technical hitch up there. It was the wrong ad, but not to worry. We've got Lisa Jurich coming on right now. She's from the general manager of she's the general manager of George Cross Football Club, and she comes and joins us on. How are you, Lisa?
Hi, how you going, Tonch?
Very well, thanks. Very well. Great to have you on board. Yeah, tell us a little bit about what's happening with down at Georgie's on Vista with regards to Father's Day.
Well, firstly, thank you for giving us the opportunity to sell our product for the weekend. So we are open for lunch on Sunday at Georgie's on Vista from 11:30 till 2:30 p.m, pick-up only. So we've got our regular menu. We have added a Father's Day special, which is ribeye steak with king prawns and garlic sauce. All the details is on our website, but just as a special offer for today for your viewers, so anyone that calls through an order or emails an order through will get a 10% discount on their Father's Day lunch. And all they have to do is quote that they have watched the Football Out West show this week.
There we
so
go.
That's an added discount to anyone that might be existing members. So if you're an existing member, whether you're a 5% or a 10% discount member, you get an additional 10%. And for non-members, it's the full 10%. So
I'm already on it, Lise.
That's great. So I know there's some restrictions around the kilometres, but you may know some family. But there's lots of things on offer. So we've got specials running this week for dinner, and they'll still apply for lunch and things like lamb shanks. What else have we got? Gnocchi bolognese.
Rabbit stews on, surely.
Yes, I believe so. There's soup of the day, which I called up because I'm having soup on Sunday. It's a traditional Maltese aliuta. So if anyone feels like that on Sunday, call up and order your soup of the day.
Fantastic. Is a possibility that it could become a Sunday afternoon takeaway is on the menu, or this is just purely Father's Day special?
No, we'll look to expand as things start to open up. We'll see what Sunday evening brings from Dan Andrews. And then, we've just been taking it week by week. So we've expanded from 1 night to 2 nights to 3 nights. This will be our first 4-day weekend. Obviously, if it looks to be successful, then we'll certainly continue it. So it's important for everyone to, support their local small businesses, not just ours, all of them. So we encourage everyone, order your Father's Day lunch, get your 10% discount.
Awesome. Lisa, thank you very much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Cheers, Lisa. Look after yourself.
Thanks, Lisa.
George's on Vista is the local bistro at Fraser Eyes in Caroline Springs, situated at the George Cross Soccer Club at City Vista Reserve. You can now get takeaway Thursday, Friday and Saturday nights between 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Phone your order through on 7021 0555 between those times, or you can pre-order your meals by emailing info@georgesonvista.com.au. But orders must be received by 5 p.m. on the day required. With Father's Day coming up, why not treat Dad this Father's Day to a George's on Vista lunch? Choose from our Father's Day menu, our combo packs or our specials. All are listed on our website, georgesonvista.com.au. Meals are to be ordered by 5 p.m. Saturday, September 5, with pickup between 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Father's Day. No orders will be taken on the day. Email your orders to info@georgesonvista.com.au and please include your name and phone number. Get behind local business and order your next takeaway dinner from George's on Vista, 46 City Vista Court, Fraser Rise, in the heart of Caroline Springs.
All right. Well, that jingle can only mean that it's quiz time here on Thursday night. And very big thank you there to our sponsors, George's on Vista, with their Father's Day deal this Sunday. Make the most of that pre-order. And also Hopheads, who are sponsoring the quiz, $50 voucher for whoever can get the points on the board tonight. Craig, how excited are we here?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. As we say, we are every week when we come to this stage, but particularly looking forward to tonight because I know nothing about Gospic Bears, and everybody knows everything about Melbourne Knights. So really interesting to see how it all goes tonight and find out a little bit more about Gospic and what they stand for.
No doubt about it. Everyone who's joined in, and there is a great audience, so thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoy the quiz and you'll learn a little bit about the Gospic Bears tonight as well. But first, we're going to go to Melbourne Knights, and we're going to speak to Tomi Gavran, who is our first contestant. Tomi, thank you for joining us. There you are. We can see your face on the screen, looking sharp there with the kit in the background, both the Knights kit and I believe a North Geelong kit from a championship behind your left shoulder there as well. So looking good. How was the selection process to get the gig to represent the former Australian two-time champion, the Melbourne Knights?
For the quiz, I'm assuming you mean?
Well, yeah, let's go with that.
It was shortlisted between myself and myself, so pretty easy. Craig got in touch with me and asked if I was willing to come on, and got the all clear from our Presidente Pavel Yusuf just to make sure that he's happy with me representing our great club, and he gave me the all clear, so here I am.
Very good. And is Pavel tuning in tonight to give you some encouragement?
I'd assume so. I'm not too sure, but he sent me a few messages during the week to make sure that I beat Budo and Gospic, because otherwise I might not have a job next season.
Very good, very good. Have you been preparing, studying up any previous quizzes that we've done, or are you just going to ad-lib and try and get the points tonight?
To be honest, no, I watched the first one, and then I watched Monday Nights. I thought Monday Nights was fairly tough compared to the first couple that you guys did. But yeah, other than that, mate, just been doing me push-ups and watching a few old YouTube videos, and yeah, brushing up on me football knowledge.
Very good. Well, we wish you the best of luck, and now it's time to meet your opponent from the Gospic Bears. It is Marko Buteratz. Marko, let's get you on the screen. There he is. A very warm welcome from the Football Out West show community, and thank you for joining us on the quiz tonight. How are you feeling?
Lads, I'm really pumped about that rabbit soup on Sunday, so it's probably more exciting than tonight. But no, feeling good. It's going to be a good battle against a friend of mine, Tomi Gavran. Said it's David versus Goliath. We're the small amateur team in Melbourne with a big heart. So I'm an outsider. I'm a $4 outsider. Tommy's $1.30. So the pressure's on him. He's got a few years on me as well. So nothing to lose tonight, lads. Everything to gain.
Yeah, Pab already stood outside his door, mate, with a letter. So, yeah, he's already under pressure, mate. Trust me.
Yeah. I was just about to say...
I can see the sweat dripping off him as we speak.
I can see it. That's for sure, mate.
It's a rabbit soup.
And those odds you mentioned, Marko, the money's been flying into the Western Suburbs bookmakers all week in the lead up to this one. So everyone who's got this one in their multis, we wish you the best of luck. Fingers crossed. Now, Marko, have you been preparing? Have you been studying up? You've been preparing anything in particular for this one? Any particular area?
Yeah. Probably for the last 30 years I've been preparing, to be honest. So I've just been waiting for a call-up. I feel like all that useless football knowledge might actually be of value come tonight and into the grand final in a couple of weeks, no doubt.
You've been.
I thought it was 40 years, Budo.
Well, the banter is underway here. Now, before I do the coin toss, we're going to get Craig to just, if he's got the rules on hand there, and we will need to be strict tonight with this banter that's going on already between you two guys. It could get willing in the second half. So, Craig, can you just run us through some of the rules and how it all works for these two gentlemen here, Tomi and Marko?
Yeah, we will. So, good evening, guys, and welcome to the show. Have a bit of fun, and may the best man win, so to speak. So 10 questions each, guys. All of them multiple choice. There'll be one question there. You get five questions within the one question, and you can have a guess at any time with that 5, and you're not going to be penalised. And when we get to the final one will tell you whether you're right or wrong. You'll get 10 seconds, and you'll get some music, some thinking time. Once that 10 seconds finish and the buzzer goes, it's time to give us your answer, and your first answer's the final answer. At the end of the game, if it's a draw, then Steve will toss a coin, and he will come up with a deciding question at the end of it.
That's it. Simple as that, guys.
No punching below the belt.
No punches after the bell. All right, Marko, you are the visiting team tonight, so I'm going to let you have the call. I've got the old 50-cent coin here. Going to be heads or tails on my flip?
Tails.
And as you can see there, tails it is. Would you like to go first, Marko, or would you like to follow up?
I'll send Tomi in for the first one.
All right, so Tommy's going to be going up to the penalty spot first to try and get the runs on the board. And hopefully Marko's strategy of going second and sending Tomi in onto a green top might be successful. So we're going to get ready for question 1. Without any further ado, we'll get that on the screen for you, Tomi, in just a moment. I hope the nerves aren't kicking in too much right now. We wish you the best of luck, Tomi, and also to Marko. So let's go Team A, question 1. This is for Tomi. Over to you, Craig.
Good luck, Tommy. Remember, there's a 10-second thinking time in between each question, so have a good think about it. Which Victorian NPL club missed promotion to Victoria's top flight after a 1-0 defeat to Dandenong Thunder at Amy Park in 2019? Promotion relegation playoff game. Was it A, North City? Was it B, Moreland Zebras? Was it C, Bulleen Lions? Or was it D, Manningham United Blues? Your 10-second start now.
2019, obviously for this season. Originally I was thinking Moreland Zebras, but that was the year before. I believe they missed out. So I'll go with, I think it was Bulleen, C.
Bulleen Lions. Not Northcote, no?
I think I said Northcote.
FC Bulleen Lions is correct. He's off the mark. Bulleen Lions it was. The team from Finito Club came close, but a late Brandon Barnes goal was enough for Dandon to retain their top flight place and shut the door on the Lions in the match at Amy Park on the 15th of September 2019.
Well done, Tommy. You've avoided the Craig psych out there, so that's very admirable, and you're on the board. So now it's time to go over to Marco for his first question of the evening to see if he can return fire.
Marco, which Victorian NPL 3 club plays their home matches at Wembley Park? Is it A, Box Hill United, B, Doveton, C, Nunawading City, or D, Ballarat? Your 10 seconds starts now.
Tough one. I don't think I've visited any of those grounds, so it's going to be a bit of a guess. I'm gonna take a stab at Nunawading City.
You're going to take a stab at Nunawading City.
You want me to help you out, Buto?
Yeah, if you can, yeah.
Box Hill United.
Box Hill.
At Wembley Park, they were founded in 1922. The women's team, which compete in the MPLW, made the final of last season's Nike FC Cup. So we're 1-0 to Melbourne Knights after question 1. Question 2, please, Tonch. Question 2 for Tom. The Socceroos claimed bronze medal in the 2001 Confederations Cup held in Korea and Japan. Who scored the only goal of the game? Australia defeated Brazil 1-0 in the third place playoffs. Was it A, Sean Murphy, B, Clayton Zane, C, Skoko, or D, John Aloisi?
Tough question. 2001, obviously 5 years before our golden generation at the Germany World Cup. So I will go with, it'll either be C or D. I'll go with D, Johnny Aloisi.
John Aloisi, what's your reason for that?
Just the time frame. I don't think Clayton Zane played enough games. Murphy was a defender. Skokes was thereabouts. So I'm going with the striker.
Going with the striker, John Aloisi, to score that goal. Is he correct? He's not. It was Sean Murphy, the defender, scored a goal in the 84th minute to seal a victory for the Socceroos. It was the central defender's second goal of the tournament, which meant he tied the tournament for top goal scorer with 6 other players. So the wrong answer there for Melbourne Knights leaves the door open for Marco and Gospic Bears to get on the board.
Yeah, let's see if Marco can get on the board. The door's open now to get it back to 1-1 with his second question.
Would you have got that answer, Marco?
Yes, I remember the game.
Good answer.
Yeah, sure, Murphy.
All right. Question number 2. Needing a point in their final game of the 2019 Women's World Cup, the Matildas defeated Jamaica 4-1 in Grenoble. How many goals did Sam Kerr score in that match? Was it A1, B2, C3, or D4? 4-1 win over Jamaica in Grenoble in the 2019 World Cup. How many goals?
Two goals comes to mind right away, so I'm just going to stick with that.
In your head, it said 2. Your heart says 1, but you're going to go with 2. Is that right?
Yeah, 2 or 1. I think I'll stick with 2.
You're going to stick with 2. It was 4, mate.
Oh,
yeah,
golf
4. Kerr netted all Australia's goals, scoring in the 11th, the 42nd, the 69th, and the 83rd minute at the Stade des Alpes in Grenoble. So none for Marco and the Gospic Bears as we go into question number 3 for Melbourne Knights. Tommy, in which National Premier League's competition do Broadmeadow Magic compete? Is it Northern New South Wales NPL, New South Wales NPL, Queensland NPL, or Western Australia NPL?
It's either one of A or B. I know they're in New South Wales. I'm trying to think whether they're Northern or not. I will go with Northern New South Wales, so A.
You're going to go with A, Northern New South Wales. Is Tommy correct? Yes, he is. Founded in 1966, Broadmeadow Magic play in the Northern NSW NPL. They are based out of Magic Park in Newcastle, suburbs of Broadmeadow. In 2015, they made the round of 16 in the FFA Cup. So a correct answer and another point to Melbourne Knights. Marco.
I wish I went first now because I would have got 2 points on the board myself.
Yeah,
right. It was you're thinking of Ken Murphy, mate, not Sean Murphy.
All right, question number 3. You'll get this one, mate. Adelaide United defeated Melbourne City 4-0 in the 2019 FFA Cup final. Who was awarded the Mark Butorac medal for best on ground in that match? Was it A, Ben Halloran, B, Nikola Muliesnic, C, Al Hassan Toure, or D, Riley McGree? Have a good think about this one.
I'm stuck on this one. Either A or D.
Medal. Was it A, Ben Halloran, D, B, Nikola Muliesnic, C, Al Hassan Toure, or D, Riley McGree?
I'll go with D, Riley McGree, but I'm not confident in that either.
Okay. But why did you go for Riley McGree?
Just because of his form with Adelaide. Actually, probably wasn't even playing with Adelaide in 2019.
You're correct. The answer is Al Hassan Toure. The 90-year-old scored the opening goal of the match on 25 minutes and was awarded the medal after putting in a performance that was beyond his years. The West African-born striker was represented the Olyroos 8 times, scoring 3 goals. So, after 3 questions, Steve, we'll have a little bit of a break and some questions over from you. The scores stand at Melbourne Knights 2, Gospic Bears 0. So the big talk in Marco has been practicing for a long time is yet to get on the scoreboard, but I'm sure he's got a little drink of something on his desk there to get him going.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go to the man who's just wiped his brow first, and that's Tommy. He must be feeling pretty confident with a 2-0 lead after 3 questions each.
As Johnny Warren said, mate, 2-0 was the worst scoreline, mate, so anything can happen from here.
Okay, well, hopefully for you and the Melbourne Knights, it's not a repeat of 1997 at the MCG. Now, what's happening? What's happening for you? Your involvement at the Melbourne Knights. You're a junior coach there. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your squad that you look after and what else is happening behind the scenes there, perhaps?
So I look after the 18s, which is sort of part of the senior setup now. So they're sort of things away from the juniors and made them part of the senior setup. So I've been the head coach of the 18s for the fourth year now, so 4 years. And in that time, I've assisted the under-20s as well. So whether that be current coach Benny Suri, so shout out to Benny as well, who should be watching, but I know he's having a punt on the footy tonight, so I think he's watching the footy instead. And and years gone by, John McAloon and Mickey C as well, been assistants to those boys. So enjoy doing the 18s. Trying to promote the boys, develop the boys, and get them ready for 20s and effectively senior football. Had a little bit of success over the last couple of years. Had some good boys go through to the 20s. I guess it's a tough competition going with the because they sort of we're not part of the Northwest anymore, so part of the normal NPL competition. So we were 5 games in this season, so it was a bit of a change for the boys, not playing in a northwestern sort of competition. So all of a sudden you're playing against your South Melbournes and your Port Melbournes and your Heidelbergs and Avondale. So I think we were 5 games in, and we were, I think, 2 and 3, I think. So yeah, that's what I do down at the Knights, 18s and 20s.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you've got your hands full there with a lot of different functions with the 18s and the 20s there. And it was good that at least there was, I suppose, that little taste of football in competitive action with the 5 games at the start of the season for that tier of the NPL, I suppose, before COVID came and took hold. Now, Marco, you're the main man at Gospic Bears. They tell me you've been there since day one in 2004 and maybe even earlier. And you've got the banner behind you there. Is this the actual club headquarters there, your place?
It was. I was a long-standing president and finished up at the end of last year. So anything Bears related, I'm definitely across. The banner actually is from 2015. So we won the annual Croatian soccer tournament in Division 2. The Bears took that out in Brisbane. I've been part of the club since day one. We unfortunately never got our season started this year. We had a long pre-season. We've been playing in Vic Soccer for a number of years. We have a senior men's and a masters, an over 35s team, and both kicked off their pre-season, but then went away and then came back, and then the seasons were called off. So we the masters had won the league last year. We won the league undefeated. We went to the annual Croatian soccer tournament in Dandenong City, and our first loss of the season was actually in the final of that game, or of the tournament. So a bit disappointing, and the seniors had mixed results, mid-table finish for the season, and they're making it through to quarters of the tournament as well. So we were geared up for a big year this year. All the boys were back. The Masters were really keen. We had a really good squad. Looking forward to the tournament again this year in Geelong, where that's also been postponed. There was some emails going around about the Italia Cup. I'm not sure what the update there is, but more than likely it's either been postponed or cancelled this year. So we might not play any football this year, which is really disappointing.
Yeah, well, we look forward to hosting you down here in Geelong for the Crow Cup next year in October. Is it true that the Bears are one of the real sort of cult teams to follow at the Croatian Cup every year?
100%. We're the amateur team, but we're the team with the big heart, known across Australia, New Zealand. Shout out to our friends in Canada and America if they're watching as well. We've made a lot of friends and connections through football and outside of football, whether it's our charity work and fundraising, bushfire appeals. One of our sister clubs in Brisbane, Rocklea, got flooded about 9 years ago, and we raised about $15,000 for them as well. And then as a community, we raised $60,000. So, we've been around, and we're not just about football.
And one more question as well. Jeff Rach says, Buto, where do you get your haircuts?
I'm in ISO, so I just do it myself. Okay, thanks, Jeff. Jeff's actually, hoping to have Jeff. Jeff's our big striker that we signed this year, and unfortunately, he hasn't played any minutes of football. So, hopefully, if he keeps the weight off over the summer, he'll be fit and terrific for next season.
Very good. Well, Michael Long's commented as well, Bus, and he wants to know that does Gospic Bears want to make a sub at this early stage in the competition? Have you got any?
No, Roland. I'll see this through, boys.
You're going to see it.
Have faith. Have faith.
Buto's best mate, Ante Kelly's actually written "Wrap It Up, Gabs" in relation to me, but I reckon Buto went for a lot longer than I just did.
Yeah, and Mario Cava wants to know that you're taking any requests for Saturday, Tom.
Stay at home.
Good answer.
Tommy, I've got a request for your set on Saturday. If you could just pull the speakers out, mate.
Okay, shots have been fired. Just 3 questions down. Let's go on to question 4 now for Tomi Gavran, as he's sitting on a 2-0 lead with the Melbourne Knights over the Gospic Bears on match day 6 of the Hopheads IQ Football Quiz here on the Football Out West show. And there's question 4 for Tommy.
Okay, Tommy, back to civilization. On Sunday, the 30th of August, 2020, just last weekend, Lyon defeated Wolfsburg 3-1 in the UEFA Women's Champions League final at the Aniota Stadium. Which city is the home to the stadium? I'll start again. Is it A, Zaragoza? Is it B, Braga? C, Bilbao? Or D, San Sebastian?
Good question. I don't know the stadium, but I'm going to assume it was in Portugal, just like the men's Champions League final. So I'll go with Braga.
You're going to go with Braga in Portugal. Is that correct? No, it's not. San Sebastian, the Aniota Stadium. It was renovated in 2017 to 2019 and now holds 39,500 spectators. Real Sociedad contest their home matches in this ground. So wrong answer there, Tommy. Can we get Marco and the Gospic Bears on the ladder?
That's it. Good chance to get on the board now with question 4 for Marco.
Marco, which German Bundesliga club can boast having the largest capacity stadium? Is it A, Hertha Berlin, B, Borussia Dortmund, C, Schalke, or D, Bayern München?
I'm going to go with B, Borussia Dortmund.
You're going to go with B, Borussia Dortmund. Is he correct to get on the board? Yes, he's on the board. Dortmund's Signal Iduna Park holds a whopping 81,365, while Munich's Allianz Arena holds 75,024. Hertha Berlin's Olympiastadion, a close third on 74, and Schalke's 62,271. Gospic Bears are on the board after 4 questions.
Tommy, I'm coming. I'm on the heels.
Hey, that's 2-1 now, so game on. Back to question 5.
Question number 5. And Pav's just turned up at the front door of Tommy's house with a letter. Picture quiz. Tommy, which South American club is represented by this logo? Is it A, Botafogo, B, Vasco da Gama, C, Colo Colo, or D, Santos?
Be a question for Budo. He loves his South American football.
Boot's got all of it right so far of yours.
In a process of elimination in terms of colours. I know that Colo Colo is not that colour, I think. Santos, I believe, is green and white, aren't they? Well, they might. I'll go with Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama, B. Is he correct? What would you have said, Boot?
I would have said Santos, D.
Yeah.
Is he correct? No, he's not. You're absolutely spot on, Boot. It is Santos, founded in 1912. They've employed the current logo since 1925, apart from a minor remodel in 2005. Santos are based in Vila Belmiro, quarter of the Brazilian city of Santos. So, a picture question wrong. Boot, this is to get back on level terms just before the break. A picture quiz for you. Which Scandinavian club is represented by this logo? Is it AIK, IFK Gothenburg, C, Helsingborgs, or D, HJK Helsinki?
Well, I know it's not Santos, that's for sure.
They play in black.
Not AIK. This one's a bit of a stab as well. I'm going to go with D, Helsinki.
Helsinki. Tommy.
I think it's Gothenburg.
You think it's Gothenburg?
We could have swapped questions.
Is it right or wrong? You went for D, Helsinki. The answer is it's B, Gothenburg. So after 5 questions, Steve, we're locked in a tight affair at the bottom end of the table. 2-1 to Melbourne Knights. Over to you, mate.
All right, so that's your halftime score. 2-1. Melbourne Knights, Tommy on the board early with 2 of the first 3, and the Gospic Bears have fired back with Marco getting the fourth question there. So 2-1 at the moment as we pause for a commercial break. A quick word from our sponsors.
George's on Vista is the local bistro at Fraser Rise in Caroline Springs, situated at the George Cross Soccer Club at City Vista Reserve. You can now get takeaway Thursday, Friday and Saturday nights between 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Phone your order through on 7021 0555 between those times, or you can pre-order your meals by emailing info@georgesonvista.com.au. But orders must be received by 5 p.m. on the day required. With Father's Day coming up, why not treat Dad this Father's Day to a George's on Vista lunch? Choose from our Father's Day menu, our combo packs or our specials. All are listed on our website, georgesonvista.com.au. Meals are to be ordered by 5 p.m. Saturday, September 5, with pickup between 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Father's Day. No orders will be taken on the day. Email your orders to info@georgesonvista.com.au and please include your name and phone number. Get behind local business and order your next takeaway dinner from George's on Vista, 46 City Vista Court, Fraser Rise, in the heart of Caroline Springs.
Okay, welcome back to the Hopheads Football IQ-Quiz on the Football Out West show. And a word there from our sponsors, City Vista, where you can order your Father's Day meal for this weekend. No orders taken on the day. Get them in before Father's Day. Get them in by Saturday, and you can enjoy the rabbit stew or whatever you may like to choose off that menu. And also a shout out to Hopheads, Altona and Point Cook for sponsoring tonight's winner with a $50 voucher. And we thank you for that. And also a bit of news for Hopheads this week. The rumours are true that they are planning to open another shop in Yarraville. So very exciting stuff for the people of Yarraville. I hope they can open one in Geelong soon as well. That would be nice. Now we can move into question 6, which will be for Tommy, and it will be appearing on your screen in just a moment. Good luck for the second half, gentlemen.
Okay, guys, this is your question where you get 4 different questions, but you can have a stab at any time and not get penalised. So I came through the youth system at Leeds United and went on to play for 5 clubs, all of them in English. That should have been England. 5 points. Any idea who that is?
I'll have a stab at it. Alan Smith.
Alan Smith is your answer. Okay, question number 2, Tonch. I represented my nation 75 times, but failed to find the back of the net for 3 points.
75 times. I'm assuming he played for England. If he grew up playing for Leeds, 75 times. I'll go with Rio Ferdinand.
Rio Ferdinand is a great answer. Question number 3. I played in 2 World Cups and 2 European Championships.
I was going to change my answer to David Batty, but no, I'll stick with good old Rio.
You're going to go with Rio? Okay. Final question. This is where you get your answers. It's at club level. I've won every major trophy except the Champions League before retiring from football in 2004. Is it A, Nigel Martin, B, Tim Flowers, C, David Seaman, or D, Sol Campbell?
Well, there goes Rio. I'll go with Sol Campbell.
You're going to go with Sol Campbell. Okay, so he came through the youth system at Leeds, went on to play for 5 clubs, all of them English. I represented my nation 75 times, but failed to find the back of the net. I played in 2 World Cups and 2 European Championships for England. And at club level, I won every major trophy except the Champions League before retiring from football in 2004. Is it Sol Campbell? No, it's not. It's David Seaman. Was the answer. Seaman made his
5 clubs. What are the other 4 clubs he played for? Or 3 other than Leeds and Arsenal?
You'll have to ask Steve that.
Yeah, good question.
That's going to be a Wikipedia question, that one. But we'll just get Craig to read the backstory on that one.
Yeah, he was definitely. He made his name at Arsenal Football Club, where he joined the club from QPR. He made country's second most goalkeeper after Peter Shilton in 97. He was awarded the MBE of Services to Football. While Steve's finding out whether that's the correct answer, I'm just going to mention that Michael Ong, our resident guru, has actually said James Milner. So,
I was thinking James Milner when the first question came up.
Yeah, so
the first clue.
So Stato.
Oh, so those other clubs: Peterborough United, Birmingham City, and QPR, as we mentioned, Arsenal, and finished at Manchester City with 19 games.
I hope Budo gets just a tough question as I did.
All right. You've got the answer to this one, but because I texted you it just now. Yep.
I hope the Who Am I is Tomi Gavran, but we'll see.
All right. Question number 6 for Buda. I made my professional debut for Independiente in 1997.
Yeah, South America.
97. So not quite that 98 generation, potentially.
Have a stab.
Or you can pass if you would like.
What time does the show finish?
8 o'clock.
Okay.
Rivaldo.
Okay. Question number 2, please, Donch. Trophies, titles I've won: the English Premier League, FA Cup, Europa League, and Copa America, all once for 3 points.
To England. FA Cup. Europa League, maybe a Chelsea player. Veron, potentially.
Juan Veron.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Donchi, question number 3, please. A striker. I represented my nation on 112 occasions, scoring 36 times, including 6 World Cup goals for 2 points.
It's not Ronaldo, Brazilian Ronaldo, is it?
I don't know. You tell me.
112. I don't think he played that many times for the national team. 36. I was thinking Italy and Spain. I'm kind of stumped on this one with the English and the FA Cup. No, we're going to have to go to the next one.
Tomi Gavran, do you want to help him? I've won the European Golden Shoe twice, a World Cup Golden Ball, and a joint World Cup Golden Boot. Is it A, Edison Cavani, B, Alvaro Recoba, C, Luis Suarez, or D, Diego Forlan?
I know Diego Forlan won the Golden Ball in South Africa, 2010, so I'll go with D.
You're going to lock in D, Diego Forlan? Tommy?
Yeah, I think he's on the money.
He's on the money. Is he correct? He is.
It's easier than mine, though. You gave him a hint saying it was a striker.
Come on.
They're all shots.
Tommy.
Uruguay's Diego Forlan had a club career representing Manchester United, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, and Inter Milan in Europe. Though the 2010 World Cup, he was probably his single best highlight, scoring a tournament high 5 goals and winning the Golden Ball. He is currently the manager of Penarol.
He just got the sack yesterday.
He's
no longer the manager of Penarol.
Yeah. I only know that because I saw it on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah, very good. He's going to Perth.
I heard he's going to Melbourne Knights. Take the under-18s job. Apparently the coach is useless.
Okay, now it's 2-2, so move on to question 7.
Next time you ask me to play for Gospic, mate, you know the answer.
Question number 7. Guess the player based on clubs they've played for. Ajax, FC Twente, Barcelona, Rangers, Al Riyadh, and Al Shamal. Is it A, Ronald de Boer, B, Philip Cocu, C, Ronald Koeman, or D, Patrick Kluivert?
I'm thinking either A or B, because I don't think the other two played for Rangers.
Yeah.
And
And
I
these
believe
are in
most-
order, if that helps.
They're in order, yeah. Just trying to think who would have been a bit of a money-hungry player and gone to El Shame. I'm thinking either A or B. I'll go with Philip Cocu. I reckon he was the fittest out of all of them.
Philip Cocu, who's
So I'll go
now
with B.
which club?
I know he played for Rangers. I'm pretty sure he played for Rangers, and then I reckon he would have chased the money in Asia as well. And I'll go with B.
Philip Cocu is your answer. Currently, the current Derby manager with in the UK. Is he correct? What was your other answer?
Ronald de Boer would have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A or B.
Ronald de Boer is the oldest player out of the Boer twins. Frank being the younger, they play together at the highest level for the club and country, represented their nation and some of Europe's top clubs. Ronald earned 67 caps, scoring 13 times from midfield for the Dutch national team. So, question number 8. Over to
That's 7.
Question 7. Sorry. Guess the player. Again, based on the clubs they've played for. Crewe Alexandra. Again, these are in order, Steve.
They're in order, correct?
Crewe Alexandra, Leicester City, Birmingham City, Blackburn Rovers, Derby County, Brighton, Stockport Town. Is it A, Paul Gallagher, B, Robbie Savage, C, Tugai Kumuglu, or D, Muzzy Izzet?
I'm actually a Blackburn Rovers supporter.
Never mind.
So Tugai just had his 50th birthday last week. Big shout out to Tugai if he's watching this show. Robbie Savage. Tugai didn't play for those other clubs. Robbie Savage played for Leicester. Pretty sure played for Birmingham. Played for Blackburn. The others I don't know. Paul Gallagher, I don't know enough about with the others. So I'm going to stick with Robbie Savage, B.
Robbie Savage, the Welsh midfield player. Is he correct?
Oh!
Yeah.
Father's knocking on your door, Tommy.
I knew the answer to that one. We should be swapping questions, I'll tell you.
Correct. The all-action Welsh midfielder played for his nation 39 times, scoring 2 goals. He now works as a TV pundit for the BBC. He's published 2 autobiographies since his retirement. So,
Just a tip. I reckon you might have to hurry Buda up a little bit. I reckon he's getting some text messages sent through.
from 2-0 down back in
He's taking longer than I do to talk.
Yeah, it's part of the show, mate. It's we've got an hour to fill.
Wait, that was long gone.
The Bears hitting the front now. It's time for question 8 to see if Tommy can draw level on question 8. He'll needs this one.
Okay, Tommy, here we go. Name the pixelated former EPL player in the image. Is it A, Brett Emerton, B, Rocco Santa Cruz, C, Mauro Formica, or D, Lucas Neal?
I'm pretty sure it's B, Roque Santa Cruz or Roque Santa Cruz.
Rocco Santa Cruz. Well, you're a Blackburn supporter, aren't you?
No, it's Budo. I'm a Villa supporter. We're in the Premier League, mate.
Bud, who is it?
It's definitely B.
It certainly is. It's Rocco Santa Cruz, the legendary Paraguayan striker at 39 years of age, is currently club captain of a team based in Olympia, the club where he began his pro career in 1997. He represented Paraguay 112 times and enjoyed a successful 155 games at Bayern Munich in the peak of his club career, winning 5 Bundesliga titles.
He peaked at Blackburn, and then we made a lot of money from him, and then he's been rubbish ever since. So we probably sold him at the right time.
Yeah. So when did you start supporting Blackburn, when they were doing well?
Early 90s. My cousin Johnny was a Blackburn supporter when I was young, and I didn't have a team in the Premier League. So 91, 92, and then Blackburn obviously won the league soon after. And then I've been riding that, the wave of emotion ever since. Down a championship a couple of years ago, down to League One. And then, we've been in the championship for a number of years. Don't look like we're going up anytime soon, but you never know. Next year's championship is going to be quite interesting because all the good teams have gone up. So it really opens things up for who might finish in that top 6.
Yeah, Cardiff City didn't go up.
Well, I said all the good teams have gone up, other than Blackburn, obviously.
Tommy, back over to you.
Yeah, Villa went up last year, mate, so we're a good team.
All right, let's go to question 8 for Marco to see if he can do the business here and hit the front again.
Okay. This is Tommy's question. No, it's not. It's Marco's question. Yep.
Yep.
Answer's A.
Yeah, name the pixelated international representative.
Oh, he's gone early.
I've gone early. I met the man actually when he used to work at I used to work at Amy Park, and when Celtic came down, Celtic played Melbourne Victory at Amy Park, so met him very briefly.
Mate, I was about to get my pizza before 8 o'clock. Now I can't leave the house.
Do I need to carry on?
No, answer's A.
You
Play the
reckon?
music, yep.
He went very early there, didn't he?
He did.
Samaras, who was eligible to play for Australia, with his father being born in Melbourne, went on to represent Greece 81 times, scoring 9 goals in a career, but was most well known for scoring feats at Celtic between 2008 and 2014.
Word is he's playing for Gospic at the tournament next year as well.
All right,
Way to make it.
4-3 with 2 questions to go in favour of the Bears. Can Tommy pull it back for the Knights with question 9?
Tommy, in which one have we got? So, which is the nickname of State League One Eltham Football Club? Is it A, Rangers, B, Panthers, C, Kangaroos, or D, Redbacks?
Just let me wait for my text message to come through. That's easy, mate. D, played against Eltham many times, so the Redbacks.
Eltham Redbacks is correct. Eltham Redbacks play a men's State League One Southeast in their new Victoria Premier League Women's Division at the home pitch in Eltham North Reserve. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they won 4 back-to-back promotions a few years ago to get them into State League One there.
The coldest place to play on a Friday night, I tell you.
Played there under lights as well. It's a decent pitch. I mean, it's a synthetic pitch. Lights are good, but it's in the middle of the forest. It does get cold.
Yeah. Okay, question number. What are we on? Question number 8.
Number 8.
Okay.
Number 9 for Marco to try and pull away to a 5-4 lead if he can get this. At the moment locked on 4-4, so we might have to get the tiebreaker ready at the moment.
You get that tiebreaker ready, Steve. In which tier of Victorian football do Torquay-based Surf Coast currently complete? Is it A, State League 2 Northwest, B, State League 3 Northwest, C, State League 4 West, or D, State League 5 West?
I know a bit about their women's team because they're decent out there. The men's, I'm not too sure about. This one's a bit of a stab as well. I'll go State 4 West.
You're going to go State 4 West with a stab in the dark. Take a 5-4 lead. Is he correct? He is. The Coasters, as they're known, were founded in 2001. The club gained entry into the competitive state system in 2008 and play their home games at Banyule Warrior Reserve down there on the Surf Coast. So, with one question left for...
I was going to take this as part of it.
Sorry?
It's going to take this as part of it. Fine, mate. I'm trying. He's cheating.
Here we go. Pressure's on. Pav's at the door.
Needs this for the win. Or to stay in it, anyway.
Question 10. How many times have Arsenal played Liverpool in the Community Shield? Is it A4, B5, C6, or D7? Your 10 seconds starts now.
It's going to be a total stab in the dark because I watched this on the weekend and I should have, and they probably would have said it on the coverage. So, which one can I go with that I haven't gone with in the past.
Nobody texting you yet?
I'll go with the 7, seeing as though they've been around for quite a while and probably played each other a number of times and have both won obviously the league and cup in the past. I'll go with 7.
Going to go with 7. Booch, what would you have gone for?
It would have been a guess as well. I'll just go with C6 just to make it interesting.
You're going to go with the 6 and Tommy 7. The correct answer is 4. Those occasions at Wembley were 1979 Liverpool won 3-1, 1989 Liverpool drew 1-1, 2002 Arsenal won 1-0, and 2020 Arsenal won on penalties. So the answer there was A, 4 points.
Did you lose a point for talking too much?
So, Boot, you can get your
You get minus points.
You can't be short, but there's the last question for you. Who is the highest African goal scorer in FIFA World Cup history? Is it A, Samuel Eto'o, B, Roger Milla, C, Asamoah Gyan, or D, Papa Dupa Diop?
I'm only going to go with Roger Milla because I know he's played up until his 40s, and I think he played 4 World Cups. So Eto'o, Ghan, Cameroon. I don't know if they played consistent World Cups. So I'll go with B, Roger Milla.
You're going to go with B, Roger Milla. To finish off, Tom, do you want to have a go?
It's an easy one, mate. I think it's B as well. I don't think Samuel Eto'o's ever played in the World Cup, actually.
Okay, answer is Asamoah Gyan. Asamoah Gyan, the Ghanaian former captain, has scored 6 times, registering his first World Cup goal in 2006. He broke Roger Miller's record of 5 that was held for 30 years. Gyan scored the most ever goals for his national team with 51 goals. So, after 10 questions that lasted about 14 hours for the quiz, we finally get to the final, and coming from behind. Now, somebody did put on the comments at halftime that Buter always does well in the second half.
Yeah.
Gospic Bears have come back to steal the win right at the end of Melbourne Knights. Steve.
That's it. 4 out of
a difficult scoreline, mate. It's a dangerous scoreline, 2-0.
We did say that. That's right. 4 out of 5 in the second half for Marco sees the Gospic Bears go through to the quarterfinals of the Hopheads Football IQ-Quiz. Great second half by Marco, and Tommy just couldn't hang on. So Marco will collect the $50 voucher from Hopheads, Altona and Point Cook. Congratulations on your good effort, Marco, and commiserations, Tommy. That was the closest game that we have had, though, so only 1 goal, the difference between the two of you. Now, first of all, we'll just have a bit of a post-quiz chat now. Tommy, you've been doing some exciting stuff during the lockdown. You've been DJing in your beer garden there and stuff like that. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how that goes each weekend?
Just something I decided to pick up during the first lockdown. I thought I want to learn a new skill, and literally it wasn't until the first lockdown came in I decided to learn. Got a mate who DJs, and he sort of pointed me in the right direction, and literally started from scratch, mate. So no equipment, no music, no software, pretty much no idea.
No skills either. Yeah.
Well, very, very green, very green. And like Buto's performances on the field, that's what I'm like at DJing at the moment. So, just thought I'd pick up something new, and I love my music, like I said, and all different types of genres, but obviously sticking to a bit of house music when it comes to the decks, and, just doing it for a bit of fun at the moment, entertaining the neighbours, and, enjoying it.
No complaints from the neighbours, hopefully. How can we tune in if we wanted to catch those sets?
I set it. It's only friends that can see it, but the last couple of weeks I have set it to a public sort of setting when I go live on Facebook. So, so people can tune in, but they can't watch the recording unless they're friends with me on Facebook. So it depends on what setting I go with when I do go live. So, like I said, a little bit of fun and enjoying it, passing the time. And
I think you've just lost 30 friends in about
I'm sure they know about it. Great stuff, Tommy. And on a serious note as well, you had a message you wanted to share with the audience tonight.
Yeah, just a friend of mine, if I can, who's got pancreatic cancer. So I just wanted to do a shout out to Albans Gorvic, who's a bit of a connection, I guess, to the club with him being the father-in-law of a good close friend of mine, and ex-Knights captain Jason Vukadin. Went in for surgery last week and got a few things removed, and unfortunately goes in for chemo next week. So that's probably where the tough stuff starts, I guess. And there's a team, Albans, that his daughters Melissa and Kimberly have put together, and we're all raising money for the cause because it is a bit of a silent killer, pancreatic cancer, and it's, I think, by the end of 2020, something like become the third most. The biggest killer of I think, whether it was males, I can't remember exactly what the stat was. But yeah, if you want to support Albans and obviously pancreatic research, I guess, you could look up Team Albans on rememberseptember.org.au/page/Team Albans, or you can get in touch with me if you want as well. We're encouraging people to give up something for September as well, and I'm potentially giving up the booze for September and barbecue shapes, which are my soft spot. If anyone knows Albans, great fella, and shout out to Albans if he's watching. But I know he doesn't have Facebook, so I spoke to him today, and hasn't got Facebook. So I'm hoping that his daughters or his wife or someone can.
Well, drop us the details, Tom. Send me a private message, mate, and I'll get Tonchi to put it up on the site for you, and we'll post that later on this evening.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for that, mate. So and then just while I'm at it, just want to say g'day to all my 18s boys if they're tuning in as well. So hopefully they're keeping fit. I know it's a tough, challenging times at the moment to keep motivated, but hopefully they're keeping active, and we're not sure what the future obviously holds in terms of a restart and for next season, and also to the 20s boys as well, which I've got obviously a lot to do with as well. Everyone down at the club as well, the committee puts in a great effort down at the club to keep the club ticking over, and apologies for tonight's loss to our amateur club Gospic, but well done to Buto. And just probably happy Father's Day to Buto. It's his first Father's Day, and he's named his kid after me, so I must be doing something. Happy Father's Day to you for this weekend.
Thanks, Tommy.
And I guess one last one, just my brother Jack, if he's watching, and Tony Gavran, who's a regular of this show, and the penalty king as well, Tony Caps, if he's watching, he's never misses a penalty.
Okay, that's a wrap. Well, everyone, I hope there's no one been forgotten there at all, Tommy. But on a serious note, everyone from the Football Out West community wishes all the best for Albans, and we send our thoughts to him at this time. Thanks,
Tommy. You've got your primary school teacher and your grade 3 maths teacher as well.
I'm sure you'll probably get to him, mate. You've probably spoken a lot more than I have tonight, so we'll talk about
that's right. Well, it's time to move over to that Cheshire Cat in the bottom right corner of your screen. It's to the victor go the spoils, and it's Marco from the Gospic Bears. Congratulations on your win tonight. You win the $50 voucher from Hopheads, Altona and Point Cook. How did it all go tonight? Did everything go to plan, particularly with that strong second half?
Not early on, but like football, it's about 90 minutes. It's not what the score is at halftime. It's what the score is at the end of the game. So, like Vinko said, I'm a good second half player. Generally, still a little bit of sleep and lethargic.
You can't make mistakes on the bench, mate. So
no, need some time to warm up. But obviously did enough tonight to get the win. So. All in good spirits, and I'm glad it was against Tommy anyway. So it was good fun. Shout out to all the boys and the Bears that are watching. Stay active. They're probably not. Try and stay fit. They're probably not. Stay off the booze like Tommy. They're probably not.
And the barbecue shapes.
Barbecue shapes. If I can give a quick shout out to our sponsors who also do a lot for us, but unfortunately. Don't get a lot of value this year. I'll quickly go through them. IMD Group, NRG Projects, High Tech Stainless, JT Mobile Mechanics, WAM Training, Dream Street Lending, lost them here, Evolution Electrical, I&D Property Group, Westgate Indoor Centre, and our hosts and our host club, St Albans Saints, who I might even meet at some point in this battle.
There you go. Every chance that you could meet in the latter knockout stages. Well, that is a wrap for quiz night tonight at the end of this big Croatian derby between Tomi and Marko. Marko Buteratz, you are the victor tonight. Congratulations. Tomi Gavran, you've been a very good sport, and don't hang your head. Keep on punching, mate.
Pavel, just wait, mate. I'm not finished yet. Hang on.
You've both brought more personality to this quiz than we could have ever have asked for. So thank you very much. And,
it's the first Croatian derby without a flair, so it's a bit disappointing, actually.
Well, there's definitely going to be a punch on after this.
No, listen, thanks for your time tonight, guys. Great fun. It's as what
thanks, gentlemen.
We set out to do is have a bit of fun along the way, and you guys have certainly had that tonight. So thanks very much for your support. Yes, Tom.
I just did forget one thing. I actually was going to commend you boys. Actually, I did have it written down and say well done for the job that you three in particular do, mate. Because to do it 3 nights a week or 2 nights a week, it's sometimes hard just to even tune in and listen. If you're watching the footy or something else, but you guys are a joy to watch, and well done for keeping the game ticking over and doing football out west proud. So well done, you three as well, and Tonchi somewhere in the background.
Fantastic, Tom. Thanks very much. And just a question for me.
He's hiding out in the background still. Yeah, he's still there.
Tom, just a question for me. You doing the 18s this year?
I did, but after tonight, I'm not too sure, so we'll see. But I obviously did start doing the 18s, and we'll see what the future holds, I guess.
Fantastic.
None of them will be eligible to play next year. They'll all be too old.
I know, all my boys are young.
Yeah, you'll be taking on a very good under-16 squad, so they're a very talented group, the under-16s. Oh. If you are doing the under-18s, hopefully we'll have a bit of fun in the touchline next season, Tom. So thanks for getting.
Watch out, Craig gets white line fever.
Thanks, mate. Really appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap for match day 6 in the Hopheads Football IQ Quiz. A enthralling battle, the closest match we've had so far, 5-4 in favour of the Gospic Bears over the Melbourne Knights. Tonchi, welcome back to the proceedings. How did you manage to endure all that banter in the background? Did it drive you crazy?
Yeah, I could have just quite happily stayed in the background listening to all that. That was great fun, wasn't it? As you said, Steve, we wanted them to bring their personality, their enjoyment, and whatnot, and that's exactly what these two gentlemen did. I love the heckling and the banter and whatnot. And at the end of the day, they walked away with a smile on their face and no flares as well. So, congrats to all involved. Well done, guys. You guys did a good job. And to everyone else as well that tuned in, we had a really, really good viewership tonight, audience. Let's quickly, gents, go through all the scores up until now. So there they are. So we've got, obviously, we said Sebastopol, North Geelong, St Albans Saints, Brimbank Stallions, Barwon, and now Gospic Bears. And have a look at that pattern. Home team, away team, home team, away team, home team, away team. So on Sunday, we've got Altona Magic coming up against Yarraville Glory. You know what? The favourites, who's going to win that? I think will have to be Altona Magic. And the form doesn't look good for Karaya on match day 8 next Thursday when they come up against Sunbury United. Very interesting, isn't it, gents? Very, very interesting.
Yeah, well, we've got a good tie coming up on Sunday with Altona Magic, and taking the stage for Magic will be Graham Moran, the senior ladies coach in his first year at the club, and taking the stage for Yarraville Glory after there's a late substitution for Yarraville Glory. Paul Donnelly's pulled a fetlock warming up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's pulled a fetlock. He's now out, and that's going to be replaced by centre back and senior player Andrew Taylor.
Oh, there you go. So that should be fantastic viewing. That's on Sunday night at our regular time, by the way, now that the A-League season is over. That is going to be at 7 p.m. as part of the Football Fan Zone. So really looking forward to that. Great entertainment tonight, guys. Really appreciate your time and effort. Michael Long, did he get half the questions wrong again today? I think he did.
Yeah, he's gone down in my estimations. He was all singing, all dancing while he had his son Nathan helping him.
Yeah.
On his own, he's really struggling.
Oh, fantastic stuff. Well, gents, I bid you farewell. Before we all go, obviously, let's quickly so thanks, guys, for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys on Sunday. But before we do go, we're asking all of our viewers, all of our fans, all of our sponsors, and even half of those Gospic Bears sponsors, gosh, there was a whole heap of them, show your support. Become a member of the Football Outwear Show. It's as little as $10 to $15 a month. It's nothing. It really, really is nothing. And you're helping a fantastic show get even better and better. And next year we have massive, massive plans afoot, but we do need your support. We do need to invest in a lot of quality equipment. And we've seen over the last few weeks and months in particular, the quality of the show has improved. Look, to become a member, visit the following website, www.patreon.com/Football Outwear Show. Very simple. We want you to all become members, and a big cheerio to all of our members, Vladimir Zetovic, Paul de Blasi, Christopher Cruz, and Nathan Ong. We can't miss out on young Nathan as well. Guys, thank you very much for being a part of tonight's show.
Great work tonight, guys. Well done.
Good stuff. Good night, and a very, very good night, and a cheerio from all of us here at the Football Outwear Show. Good night.
Good night.
Stay safe, guys.
The best beer store in the West, with 2 stores at Shop 2, number 13, Adelphi Boulevard, Point Cook, and 78 Pierce Street, Altona. Hopheads offers one of the widest selection of local and international craft beer in Victoria. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at HopheadsAU. Hopheads, we're here for beer.